Hi, everybody. I am going to go over some of the basics of two websites that could potentially help with the article of the week literacy push that we're going to be going through as a whole school. The two websites I'm going to go through are kellygallagher.org and newsella.com. I'll start with Kelly Gallagher because he's the guy that pretty much created the article of the week push in schools, and he has a number of good resources on his website for you. The web link is at the top. Now, when I go to this site, I pretty much focus on the resources. So if you hover over the resource tab, there's the Article of the Week page and Article of the Week archive. The Article of the Week page actually updates each week as Kelly Gallagher assigns these to his students. I think he currently teaches out in California or on the West Coast somewhere. If you click on these, there's a number of different features that are great for students. For one, the articles are short. Some of them do include charts and graphs, as well as reflection questions. Sometimes, in this case, this one just says write a one-page reflection. But if you look at some of the other ones, not only does he have one article, but sometimes he includes two, so that kids can kind of write a reflection that compares the two articles. So in this case, he's got why being a thinker means pocketing your smartphone from CNN.com, and have smartphones killed boredom also from CNN.com. But then at the end of the article, he has possible reflection questions that the kids could write about, and that could aid you in your assigning these to a class. And then with the archive, he has past years articles that he's assigned as well. So, don't feel like you have to go follow him exactly. He's got years and years of articles of the week that he's assigned, and it has, like you said, reflection questions that go along with them that will help you to be able to ask students to write about these articles. The second website that I wanted to talk to you about briefly is Newsella or newsela.com. I'm not 100% sure exactly how to pronounce that. But this is another free website. There is a pay option, so you can use it kind of like a Google Classroom where you can assign kids the readings directly from the site. But if you want to do the free version, you can still assign readings from this website to your students, and I'll show you how to do that. So first is to sign in. If you're not a member yet, click not a member and join, but since I am, I just click Google sign in. Once the website pulls up, you'll see that there's a pretty large number of articles that you can then differentiate for your classroom, and the features are just fantastic on this website. I can't really say enough about how much I enjoy this website and how much I use it in my classroom. There's a number of different subject areas that you can use, math and science, religion, philosophy. Because I teach these two subjects, I predominantly use the world history and U.S. history tab. But if you want to search a curricular topic that you're interested in looking for, you can. I was going through with Mr. Scheidler, and he was talking about the Industrial Revolution and looking for something to assign to his kids. And so we just typed in Industrial Revolution, and a number of articles came up, and a topic as big as this is there's just no end to the number of articles that you could potentially assign to your students. We clicked on Time Machine and looking at children working in a Pennsylvania coal mine. He thought that was interesting, so we clicked on that. And so once you've decided on an article, there's a number of things that you can do which make it even more beneficial depending on the learning levels of your students. So if you notice at the top right of the article, it has a grade level and word count meter. And if you look at some of the vocab at a ninth grade level, it's pretty grade level appropriate. But if you have different reading levels in your single classroom, you can actually change the Lexile level of the article, and it'll automatically change the article itself. So you don't have to do anything to change it. So if I dropped it down to a Lexile level of 810, I can then see that the article gets shorter. the vocabulary gets easier to comprehend. And so, by assigning an article like this with your class, you can actually differentiate for the different learning levels with relative ease. You don't have to put a lot of effort into changing the article to make it more accessible to kids that have learning difficulties. Another really nice feature is how easy it is to download and then assign to your students. So by clicking the top, these three buttons or three dots at the top, you can then save, share, or print to download it as a PDF. Okay, so I usually download it as a PDF so that I have it for the future. By clicking download, I can download just the article itself. They do offer a quiz that kind of has reading comprehension questions and sometimes a short answer question depending on the article. And then you can also download the article, the quiz, and the answers. I don't usually use this one because if I'm going to assign it, I don't want the kids to have the answers as part of the PDF. So by clicking that, it now opens it up as a PDF, and it has pictures, it has headings, and it's broken up by subheadings. And then down at the bottom, you'll see the reading comprehension quiz. And sometimes there's an associated short answer question. So, when you're looking to incorporate writing, you can have kids actually answer those short answer questions as part of the writing portion. Now, to download it and assign it, I just bring my mouse cursor up to the top, click the download button, and save it wherever I want. I'll just put it on my desktop so that I can show you how to upload it into Google Classroom. I then go to Google Classroom, and if I want to assign it to a class, I would then click on the class, hover over the plus symbol, create an announcement, or I could even create an assignment. And then what I would do is click the paperclip to attach it, and from my computer, I would then go to my desktop and scroll down till I see the article that we had, downloaded from Newsela. And so from here, I can then upload and assign it to my class. Remember, if you want to assign it to multiple classes, you would then just click the drop down under that, and you can assign it to as many classes as you'd like. Okay. Also, don't forget, for the written portion, you can create a discussion question. You can post a question, allow kids to reply to each other or not, and then allow kids to edit after they've already submitted the question or their response, and then go that route in terms of doing a writing assignment along with the article of the week. Also, there are a number of other places that you can look for articles, especially if you're teaching math and science. You might find a number of different websites that are available to you to find great articles. On the Google Doc that I'm going to be emailing everybody, there's a number of them. Some of these have better articles than others. Like this one is a blog that a teacher created that has articles from all sorts of different websites. The New York Times also has good articles, and these update every day. And when you use this New York Times website, it actually gives you suggested questions as well that you can assign to kids. So keep that in mind, that you don't necessarily have to come up with all this stuff on your own. Lots of times these websites provide you with great resources and great questions that you can use when you assign these to kids. If you are using one of these websites and you want to save it as a PDF, remember, you can right-click, click Print, and rather than print it through your printer, you click Change as the destination, and then Save as a PDF. So you can then save it to your desktop, just like I did with the Newsela article. So I hope this was helpful. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And if you ever need any assistance, just email me at terrencea@ritnerschools.org, and I can get back to you. Thanks.